chase on. Going on shaky ground. 4 of 6. We need to get back to search for my girlfriend's bell. I think there's another lead we can follow in. Now Jones, remember what did she said? And we're just clear conflict of interest. So I'm supposed to just sit back and twiddle my thumbs while my girlfriend's missing? Of course not. You're supposed to talk to Jacob so he can investigate for you. Excuse me, Jacob. Do you have a moment? I'd like to discuss one of your suspects in the investigation. Okay, Jacob. Maybe you'd like to talk to your girl first. I'll let you decide. This is one interest. What's up, Gabriel? I'm concerned about this Mira Cat person. He knows all about the classic signs of psychopathy. From an obsession with fame to an tragedy and complete lack of empathy. According to what she told you in the last question, she was another project I'm very worried about what that project is. I know she had a show at a gallery at the gallery. I wonder look at what's left of this exhibit to get a better picture of what she's doing. You always have put me into the gallery to look? Of course I would. Now, Jones, what do you got for us? Jones, I understand that it's hard to just sit on the timeline while we look for Bill. I really just don't understand what could have happened to her. She was a harmless social worker. What could she have gotten into? Maybe it has something to do with what she was working on. You know anything about her last social working case? Yeah, she was looking into Trey Warner. One of her social cases went missing after he visited JJJ junkyard. Then a few days later, Zoe apparently climbed into a black car and disappeared, but you know that already. Good point, Jacob. If that person Zoe was looking for was last seen at JJJ junkyard, it would be smart to head over there and have a look around. Don't worry, Jones, we are bound to get a lead soon. Let's go. First, let's go in and examine the art gallery. That stroller is obviously going to be a clue. Double bass, speaker, ham, speaker, gong, stroller, seahorses, room, gift, heart, ceiling fan. Despite my misgivings about Meerkat, I admit that I find the choice roller full of concrete chunks quite moving. It picks a lot of this earthquake. I only hope that this concrete wasn't from any of the earthquake trouble. No one will know it. I think there may be something in among the concrete dead roller. Have a look. Of course I would. Alrighty, let's go and investigate the junkyard. Let's go. Great shoe. Friendship bracelet. Lightning bolt. Grape soda can. Skateboard. No bike sign. Cash. Gas mask. Helmet and basketball hoop. This junkyard is worse than the Extreme Collectors TV show. We didn't find something. That bracelet got the initials DW, like Trey Warner. I know that he was last seen at this junkyard. This bracelet could help him understand what happened. There's something on it. It smells like kind of goop. Whoa, that was strange. We gotta get a sample of that goop from that. I think it may be don't get too high. You know what happens when you get too high. That. found a roll of film underneath all the concrete chunks in the stroller. I don't think this was part of the installation. If these pictures were taken by Mira, they may tell us more about our plans. Let's send them to Kathy. Absolutely, Gabriel. 9 hours, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Not my best performance, but definitely not mine. Good job getting a sample of that goop from the bracelet, Jacob. Let's get it to reverse. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in 9 hours. This is Galley Channel 2026. Over and out. Alright folks, we're back. Let's go to get the results. Hey Jacob, this film roll you sent me is full of some disturbing images. It looks like Mira Cat won't let anything stop her art, not even an earthquake. We've seen how optimistic she can be through her early. How bad are the photos? Oh, bad. There are mostly people stuck under the closer level. There's one with hand reaching out for helping. Don't worry, Kathy, no need to go first. You don't need to say anything. It's clear Miss Cat intends using this tragedy as folders for our art. Regardless of people's trauma, we must do this for everyone. And this goop. Hello, Jacob. Good job of collecting that sample from the bracelet. It could have been quite dangerous. So that goop really was narcotic? No wonder I felt all confused when I touched it. Almost certainly, the substance in question has powerful sedative properties, and not at all the sort of person used to get a good night's sleep. Clearly, someone intended to render Trey Warner's unconscious not long before he disappeared. In fact, I found twice the dose of the drug Hynoxis for a heavy-set adult male carrying agent. But if someone wanted to knock out Trey Warner, his disappearance could have been a kidnapping. And Zoe was investigating his disappearance. What if she saw something she shouldn't have? What if she was kidnapped too? Well, it's not good news by a long shot, but it's something we better let Jones know. You're right. What do you have to say for yourself, Mira? Miss Cat, we found your film roll. How many questions of piece of art do you intend to create out of this tragedy? I knew I had these two rolls. I was wondering where the other roll of film was. You mean there are more photos like the ones we found? So what, if there were 2 or 20 rolls, it's all for the sake of art. I drew from real tragedy. Or like for the sake of your own career, do you even stop to think of what people hurt by the earthquake might feel like seeing those pictures? The girl's gotta eat. All these photos will feed into my next big course. And my promotional materials are almost ready for the art store. Sorry, I gotta take this call. I am convinced now more than ever that Miss Cat is a very dangerous person. If any of the photos she took are on her promotional materials, she could trigger all the earthquake survivors in Grimsrow into post-traumatic stress. You're right, she mentioned her promotional material was at the art store. We need to get there before she retrieves it, but we grab it. Can we grab a burger on the way? I'm famous. Okay. Get the art supplies. Let's go. Sun, cat, lockbox, rabbit, envelope, coffee cup, no, glove, security camera, milkshake, security camera, top hat. We seem to have beat Mira to the art store. Good. And this box has her name on it. These must have been her promotional material. Let's get this box unlocked and check. Alrighty. Locked box. not it. Oh! I was looking at it wrong. Oops. That was probably really tricky. Quick, you got Mira's box of promotional materials open. I'm not sure what this dragon blow and fire on Mira is supposed to represent, but at least there's no image from the earthquake on this poster. That's a true. Anyway, this poster says this cat next picture is sponsored by Megu car. I wonder if this art collector knows who she's supposed to be with. What if that person she's with? Better go warn Megu has she heard about this show. You're right. Miss Hachihara, Kobo Jacob and I have come to express our concerns about Mira Cat. We believe that she is a dangerous person. Oh, come on, she's not bad as all that. You must have seen her behavior through the lens of art. But she has photographed people trapped under earthquake rubble without the slightest concern of their well-being. I am sure that she helped them as soon as she was young. Well, maybe not the dead ones. Anyway, I have great hopes for Mira. She will go as far with the right for financial backing. And I want it on the ground floor. You need to line it up your outlook, Purple Baby. Think outside the box. Here, try this. Okay. Jones, what do you got for us? Jones, we may have a lead on Zoe, but it's not the best news. Trey Warner, the man whose disappearance Zoe is investigating, we found evidence that suggests he was kidnapped. And we're afraid of that. When she looked into it, Zoe may have been kidnapped too. Kidnapped? I wanted so many weeks thinking she had gotten into an accident, checking mortgages and hospitals for a sign of her. At one point, I even told myself she just left me. By the time I realized Zoe's disappearance might be a criminal matter, I felt like all the leads have already gone cold. Maybe Zoe was counting on me to rescue her, Jacob, and instead I let her down. What if she's... Stop right there, Jones. We'll find Zoe alive. I hope you're right, but I think I want to buy art this no time for home decorating. Here, Jacob. That's all the money I have left, but it's good use. Get Zoe back home. Poor Jones, I can't imagine how he must feel. Finding new leads on his girlfriend only to get told she might have been kidnapped. Of course, it's mostly conjecture at this point, but still, it doesn't look good. Meanwhile, we better keep an eye on that Mira Cat. She's a bad egg. It seems that we have a lot of things to look out for, Jacob. Something tells me we're not out of the woods yet. We aren't out of the woods yet. We still got 2 more cases to do in Money Mile, aka the financial district. We're going to be going on to the next case soon. I probably won't do it tomorrow, since I got a big schedule tomorrow. This is Galaxy Nail 2026, over and out.